Precious family of God, good morning. It is a blessing to be with you this morning again. I haven't been at this door in a very long time, but it's a blessing just to stand here. It's been a mountain climb really to stand here. I feel so broken, so unworthy to say anything to you about God, knowing who I am and my own weaknesses. But I feel impressed this morning. God has pushed me to this door this morning, and I don't know if I'll be back. I don't know what the future holds, but I'm here this morning because he's giving me a word, and I pray it encourages you. In my worship time, the Lord took me to the book of Mark chapter 3, just the first three verses, just the first few verses. In that story, Jesus is in the temple. He's in the synagogue. It is a Sabbath morning, much like this Sabbath morning. Beautiful rain is falling here. Nice drizzles are coming down. It may have been a morning like that. Maybe it was a absolutely breathtaking, beautiful morning. Maybe it wasn't raining. But whatever it is, one thing is for sure. There was some broken people in the temple. By the way, broken people are still in the temple. On this day, the Bible says that a man was there with a withered hand. That means that his hand was paralyzed. He couldn't move it. And sometimes, when we have something in our lives that's paralyzed, that will not move, that has not moved in a long time, there is a tendency to fixate on that thing that's broken, that's not right. But I'm thankful this morning that he still came to the house of God, even though something was broken in his life. I come this morning to the metaphorical house of God because there is still stuff broken in my life. Do you still come? Do you still come? Will you still come? The Bible says Jesus saw him, and immediately Jesus had an audience. The Pharisees were watching him to see if he would heal this man. They had more faith that Jesus would heal this man than many of us have in Jesus, that he would heal us. They knew what he would do. He had a predisposition to bless the broken. He had a predisposition to help the lost. Jesus was a person attracted by infirmity, and they knew it. They knew if they could charge him for anything, they would be able to charge him for helping people. The Bible says Jesus grew angry as he watched them, bothered by their attitude. How could you be in the presence of a person doing such mighty works, doing such mighty miracles, and not be transformed? I'm asking myself this same question. How could you be in the presence of Jesus and see him so much and not be changed? The Bible says Jesus tells the man, stretch forth your hand. And the Bible says he does it. I'm moved by that thing this morning because Jesus is telling him to do something that he can't do himself. Jesus is telling him to do something that does not respond regularly, even when he thinks to try to do it. He has often tried mentally to stretch forth his hand, and nothing has moved. Beloved, I came to tell you this morning, it's not in the task, it's in the ask. The power of Jesus to transform that thing that's broken is not in the task that he is giving you. The power is really in the ask. Because all of his biddings are already enabling, says that mighty writer. All that God asks us to do, he empowers us to do. All the power was simply waiting on his willingness to stretch forth his hand. And I came to tell somebody this morning, I know it's broken. I know it hasn't given in. I know it hasn't always come to pass. It hasn't been changed yet. But the power is not in the task. The power is in the ask. And when you see Jesus move, don't be like a Pharisee. Don't be concerned about whether he would do whatever he's going to do. Just be concerned that you respond to what you see. That's my word to you this morning. It's not in the task. It's in the ask.